Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Zmore, the dad in DPS, and we are back with another episode of Scrip My Pants over here at the Rusty Pick. But wait, it's not Saturday. Well, it's because it's a semi-new series of which I am going to call I Have the Power Armour. We're doing Power Armour. But before we get into that, let's thank our YouTube members, which are Twice Big Spuds, Golty, Wyatt Blackburn, Waller's Me, Mr. Red, Diofane Gaming, Fatheaded Druid, Colin G, Gary McKnight, Chris K, Brian RMC, Peggy McKnight, Metal Doom, Matasbo, and Dragon God Slayer X. Thank you very much, guys. We can't do this without you, and if you would like to become a YouTube member, click the join link down below this video. And if you would be so kind, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So, let's get on with the video. Now, as you guys are usually aware, what we tend to do with this is we open up 10 of these boxes and see what we get. We're going to continue that so that I can maintain my usual Saturday Scrip My Pants video using weapons. So yeah, let's get on with it. First up. Okay, this is actually quite good. We've got Bolstering, which grants energy resistance with lower your health, which isn't perfect for the build I'm trying to use, but it is an excavator arm. We also have one agility on there and a 5% to deal fire damage. I quite like anything that's excavator because I have very bad excavator armor, so yeah, this is definitely a plus for me. Could obviously be better, but not the worst that I could potentially get. Next up, number 2. Oh, this is okay. Cloaking isn't particularly great. Damage resist, radiation resistance, but we do have sentinels on there, so that's 75% reduced damage. It is a T45 piece, but yeah, potentially something I could sell at least. Next up, number 3. It's assassins. That doesn't make it particularly great. The other 2 effects are very good though. Action refresh speed and 5% frost damage to melee. It is a raider piece as well, so that doesn't make it the best, but at least it's something. Next up, number 4. Zealot's Raider Torso. We've got chem reduction, 1 lock, and 15% damage from Scorched. Not the best piece. Definitely had better, but you know, not the worst either. The chem reduction is definitely worth potentially using. So we've got a couple more to go. So we've got a Bolstering Ultra Sight Arm. I keep getting the lower health thing. 1 intelligence on there and ammo weight reduced by 20%. Ammo weight reduction I don't find to be particularly great because quite often I'm using the perks to reduce that. But at the same time, you know, better than a kick in the head. This one would be better for me to use on my my lower health build, but yeah, and we'll keep going until we get something good. This one is probably the worst so far. Slowly regen radiation damage while not in combat. 1 strength, 15 gold. That's getting script back. Absolutely awful. A couple more to go. Hunters, oh god. Weapon weight reduction though is very good. I do like weapon weight reduction, but the other 2 effects, radiation resistance and damage from animals, is bad. I think this might be the second to last one. Yeah. So, excavators, that's definitely something I want to see, but unfortunately the effects are really bad. Radiation resistance, radiation regen, and super mutant damage reduction. The super mutant damage reduction is the best one there, but not really keen on it either. Alright, last one for this character. Nocturnal Torso, T45, Junk Weight, Agility, and obviously Nocturnal. Not the best. Overall, quite a poor lot from this run. So what we'll do is we'll jump on to the next character and see what we get. Just realised I had one last one to do. That is the 1200 thing is messed me up. So we'll do this last one on here. Sorry about that, guys. Cheeky edit. Let's see what we get. It really wasn't particularly worth it, though. That being said, T45 arm, sentinels, the 7% less damage from explosions. It's actually not too bad. The main effect is kind of crappy and it is a T45 piece, but again, better than a kick in the head. Now we'll move on to the next character. Derp. Alright, second character. Let's see if we can get something better this time round. But, you know, I'm not really holding my breath. Alright, this is actually really good. Overeater's torso, 7% less explosion damage and 20% junk reduction. Overall a very decent piece of armour. Too bad it's T45, but yeah, definitely better than what we've had so far. Next up, Zealots. This is bad. Zealots, radiation resistance, ammo weight reduction and T45 leg. It's a shame, unfortunately. And third one, another T45 leg, though this one does have weapon reduced weight on there, damage from animals and environmental disease. Not the best effects at all, not the best piece of armour. Coming up, this character is only getting T45 at the moment. All these effects are pretty bad apart from the cryo resistance. Ugh. We'll just keep going. God damn it, stop giving me T45. This one's actually not bad. 1 intelligence and sentinels makes this definitely worth using. Potentially something I will use on this character. But yeah, could be a better first effect and better actual armor piece. Couple more to go. Overeater's Raider Power Arm. This one's actually not bad as well. So you've got Overeater's 7% less explosion damage and breaks 50% slower. This is actually not a bad piece, it's just a shame it's Raiders. But then again, Raiders isn't a bad armor set, it's just, yeah, I would prefer other ones. Coming up next. God damn it, stop giving me T45. Not the best effects. The melee energy damage thing, charisma, 15% from super mutants. Very meh. Couple more to go. This one is potentially okay for a gourmet build, I suppose. The chem effectiveness by 5%, hunger and thirst grow 10% slower, but then you've got the bolstering, which increases your damage resistance the lower your health. So yeah, not the best effects. Well, not best main effect, at least. Right, we've got 2 more to go. Here we go. Here's something really nice. So it's Aristocrats, fire resistance, and 5% chance to deal damage to melee attackers and poison. I really like Aristocrats because it just boosts resistance in general, especially if you're using high caps. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with this piece. Potentially the best we've had so far. Now, one last go. This is not the best effect that could be on there, but it is an excavator's arm. You've got the 1 endurance, and then you've got the energy damage to melee attackers. So this is, again, another one that I really wanted to get. I just wish the effect could have been better in the main part. But either way, still better than a kick in the head. I keep saying that. Let's move on to our next character. Alright, so this is our last character for tonight. Hopefully they can get something at least comparable to the rest of the characters, but yeah, I don't hold my breath. Alright, pool number 1. This is pretty poor. 1 perception, frost damage to melee, and ghoul on a T45. Sad. Very sad. Next up. Okay, this is Excavators. Exterminators is not the best effect to be on there, but we do have the Hunger and Thirst grow 10% slower, and one of the main ones that I want to always try and get on Power Armor is the weapons weights reduced by 20%. Very, very good effect for carrying crap, which is the kind of primary point of Excavator Armor. So yeah, actually really happy with that. Next up, T51B leg, scorched, radiation resistance, and energy to melee attackers. Not the best set of effects for definite, but not a lot I can do about that there. Alright, come on. Assassins, pretty much the same effects as the last one, apart from the hunger in the middle. Not a good set. Not happy about that at all. Come on, give me something good. Auto stem, T45, poison resistance, and regen when not in combat. Bad piece of armor that will get script for certain. Now, this one's actually really good. The main effect is not particularly great, but we do have action refresh speed and sentinels on there, so this is actually a really good excavator leg. If it wasn't for the scorched, it would be fantastic. It'll be actually quite good during the queen fight, I suppose, but yeah, could be much better if it was anything, well, not anything, a few different effects other than the zealots. So we've got a couple more to go. Oh, another excavator piece. Again, not the best effects at all. Damage from super mutants, cryo resistance, and regen radiation while not in combat. I honestly wish it had any other effects. Those are three pretty shit effects to have on it, unfortunately. Couple, I think maybe one more to go after this. Oh, the first XO piece. We've got damage resistance while mutated, radiation resistance, and weapon weight. Not a bad set of effects for definite on the power armor so far, but again, there could be better effects on there for definite. It's the problem with this is there's so many good effects, and you just never get them together. I think this might be the last one for today. Yeah, that should be. And it's a pretty shit piece. Exo again. Damage to animals, 1 perception, and Stimpaks, Radaways, and Radex are 5% more effective. Overall, yeah, that was poor. Oh well, let's move on to the top picks. So our first piece I want to talk about is the Zealot's Excavator left leg. Now you're probably wondering why I'm getting so excited by Excavator. It's one of the better armor sets just because it increases my carry weight. Yeah, I don't take, well, it doesn't reduce as much damage as the other sets, but yeah, carry weight is a big thing for me. And when you have the 75 chance to reduce damage while standing still, it doesn't really matter if the other ones have better damage resistance if they don't have that effect. And it increases my action point refresh speed. So there's loads of different reasons why this is good, and it's especially good against the Scorched Beast Queen. So definitely a very good piece to start off with. Next up, we're going to look at the Overeater's Raider Power left arm. So Overeater's reducing your damage by 6% as you fill your hunger and thirst meters. You get 7% less explosion damage, and this thing breaks 50% slower. Overall, if it was a better piece of armor, like again Excavators because I love it, or maybe even Ultra Sight, I would definitely be a lot more impressed with this piece. But being Raiders, it's not like I'm jumping through the roof. Don't get me wrong, Raiders does have some pretty decent damage resistance, so this is a fairly okay piece of kit. And definitely not worth scripping, definitely worth keeping and potentially using. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I would be happier if it was it was another piece of armor, but that is just me splitting hairs really. So for tonight's top pick, and I do use that very loosely because I think all the pieces that I've chosen are very close in terms of how good they are. I'm going to have to go for this. Two main reasons why I'm putting it top. Aristocrats, the fact it's Ultra Sight, and then the other two effects aren't too bad at all. You've got the 100 poison damage to melee attackers, the fire resistance. Both of these things are going to definitely help the armor, and the just generic amount of damage resistance that you're gaining from Aristocrats. If obviously you've got the caps, then I find this just tops the board with that. And I would, if I'm wearing this, dump a load of caps onto that character. So I am quite happy with it, and I think we will be using this in the near future for definite, unless I get obviously something better, which I doubt. Not for the near future at least, because I have very bad luck at the moment for certain things. But yeah, that's the picks. So that was today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, click the join link below to become a YouTube member. And yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go with you guys, but I thought I'd try out at least one episode of making power armor to see how you guys reacted, and if you enjoyed seeing this and you want to see more of it. And if you do, don't forget, definitely say in the comments and definitely like it, because if I don't know what you like, I won't keep making it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.